Now, in this video, I just wanted to kind of tell you how crazy things could be in the contracting world at that time and the types of people that you're going to meet. All right. So I come from a military background, Marines, and I was law enforcement at the time when I first started working in Iraq. You're working around a bunch of these other types of people. So there was this one particular guy that was part of my team that decided that he was going to drive our truck on the base we stayed at, which we were staying in a air base up in Kirkuk, and the air base was controlled like security wise by the Air Force security forces. So those guys are pretty thorough. They're pretty disciplined about what they do. And so this guy decides to drive the truck on base with like, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 cases of beer. Now, you're not supposed to bring alcohol on base over there in Iraq at the time. So needless to say, they always stopped us anyway and really scrutinized us in general because they thought we were a bunch of cowboys, which we were. So of course, when they stop the truck, they look in the back and they see all these cases of beer. So they decide to confiscate it. Now, fortunately for him, uh, he didn't get in any more trouble other than that. So they confiscate the beer, and then the security force guys decide to take this beer and they give it to the EOD guys, and they put it out on this range, and they decide to uh, put explosives around it and then blow it up. But before they did all that, they took a picture of it. So they took a picture, and I can't remember if they took a video or not. And they basically show what they did with the explosives around the beer, and then they showed it to this guy they confiscated from. So thought that was pretty funny. The humor that the Air Force guys had, and the fact that this guy tried to sneak that alcohol on base like he was going to get away with it. And there's a lot more stories about living on an Air Force base and the whole dynamics of the contracting world. Because man, I tell you what, all kinds of different contractors running around at that time, and guys, from mom and pop little security companies all the way up to these big companies that had all these rules and parameters and all this stuff. So it was this crazy world at the time, and there's still a lot of activity. The war was still kind of going on a little bit, but as time progressed from 2003 all the way up to, I would say, 2007 were the peak years of activity going on over there in Iraq. And then after 2007, when there was a surge, it kind of, I'm not going to say settled down, but it wasn't as crazy as in the peak years of 2007. As in 2010, it was kind of settled down. But anyway, hope you liked the story. And to the next one, you guys stay safe.